go. Just waiting to see if this is ready to go too. And I hope everybody's doing well out there. It is Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday.
Morning coffee with Mike.
And just waiting for the setup here. And
with Mike.
And it looks like we are live. All right, guys. I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Thanks for joining us with Morning Coffee with Mike. And we're just checking up all our connections. And I'm getting somebody call me here. And it's usually, it's typical, guys. So it's typical when I don't get anybody calling me when I'm sitting at the store looking at the flies on the wall. I get people calling me in when I'm live, and that's a pretty cool thing. It's kind of like a bizarro thing that I have, this little jinx that I have on me, where I have a movie playing in the store, and basically the only time I get a customer in, and when there is an inappropriate scene in the movie, and customers would walk into the store. And that's always any movie, Rambo, any movie, whatever, any movie I could be playing, I will, an inappropriate scene in any movie. It could be the Christmas Story, it could be anything. Any inappropriate scene will be front and center when the customer walks into the store. And that's just another jinxy little thing I have too. But all right, guys, we're just checking, making sure we're getting some traffic here and making sure this is working. So we got two people here on. Let me know if you could hear me loud and clear. And I'm getting just bombarded with messages here. And it always happens when you go live or when you are... there you go. Okay, yeah, we're on X. X is working. It's a little bit blurry on there, but it's working. And I don't think my Instagram... Yeah, well, Instagram seems to be working too. Okay, well... Here we go, guys. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2023. We will be doing our Mike in the Night prediction show. Is it next Saturday? Yeah, I think we're doing it next Saturday. So we're going to do the Mike. Everyone keeps calling and asking, hey, Mike, when are we going to be doing the Mike in the Night prediction show? So we will be doing the prediction show next Saturday. I'll give you the date because a lot of people want to call in and give their 2024 predictions. So it's going to be on December 9th, Saturday, December 9th, 2023. We'll be doing your 2014 prediction show. So we're getting blurry camera here now. And, all right, let's see if that clears. There you go, clears right up. A little bit of hand to the camera. So we got people in the comments. So who was there? Carlos, I'm doing good, brother. Junkyard Dog, you got flies on the wall. Yes, I do. Patriot Canadian, hey, Mike, and all you critical thinkers, howdy from Haug, Saskatchewan. I can't pronounce that, man. I can hear you. Thank you, Patriot Canadian, for letting me know. It's very good to get feedback from you guys all the time where we're at here, because we're entering a very interesting paradigm, folks, and I've just been asking everyone just to be on the prepared side of everything, everyone to really take the next year seriously. Like, if you're going to take something serious, take next year seriously. Don't take it seriously to a point where you lose your mind. Just have the preparedness so you can sleep well. And you can sleep well. You don't have to think. You don't have to overthink. And you don't have to be overzealous. And you don't have to panic. But again, like we've been saying, there's going to be no 2024. We've been saying this now. I found it on a Morning Coffee with Mike. Someone sent me a link back in 2021 where we were telling people there's going to be no, after the Biden selection, we were telling people there's going to be no 2024 election in the United States. So we've been kind of, I just don't want to be right about this, but everything is pointing towards this. Just like we told you, these really drastic economic times we're entering, they're going to pull the trigger on a pandemic. Watch. They have no other way to do this or get around it, and it happened. And 24 prediction will be in the will be in a shitstorm. Yeah, big time. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. Lots of things are in the works. Lots of things are in the works, and they're all in play against us. But we got to think outside of this negative tone, this negative. We have to start forgiving ourselves, right? Forgive yourself just like you forgave the waiter that dropped a drink on you. Forgive yourself like we need to start forgiving ourselves, okay? And a lot of people are holding themselves so accountable to things that nobody cares about anymore. And people keep holding on to this baggage. So I think it's very, very, very important that people seriously start retarding their anger and also forgiving themselves and stop with this BS baggage they've been carrying, because nobody cares but you. And you don't need the burden on you. You don't need to be hurt anymore. Okay? So we got, we're going jumping into the Rumble comments. Yes. So we have a lot of people from Alberta. That's the province east of me, folks. We got Richard J saying, Mike, good morning. And Luna J. Parker saying, yeah. And we got, guys, good news. My ex account is back. But it's kind of like resetted it. I don't know what happened with X. It took them down. I think it was a video I made or something I put up. I think it was that video I put up how Hamas got played. And I think that became a big problem. I think that was a huge problem. And we are on Facebook. We got 3 people watching. And Twitter's moving nicely. There's nobody watching on there. And it says I'm live on Instagram, but I can't see it myself. So I think they do that on purpose because you're not supposed to. Yeah, it's a weird platform. So, yeah. So I ran a little bit of a stream last night, Best of Mike in the Night, and the stream dropped off at about 6 hours. Not sure why. I got to look into that too. But, yeah, Carlos is asking how everyone's doing. I hope everyone is doing well. Once you start forgiving yourself for past things you did, or forgive yourself for the baggage you've been, just, I think that's what needs to be done. I think people need to start making their peace with God and drink more coffee, enjoy the time, enjoy your kids, enjoy your grandkids, enjoy your parents, enjoy your grandparents, because this divide has been going on for too long now. Yeah. All right, folks. All right, guys. So I got people, again, asking me. So I'm going to show you guys where it is. You go here. You go to the channel. You go to playlists. I have an average mic up there playlist. I'm going to set that up. I'm going to work on that maybe next week. But I got 121 episodes of Mike in the Night up. There's some episodes that just won't upload or work. But I've been working really hard to get this done for you guys. So they're here on Rumble under playlists, okay? And you'll find all the episodes, all your favorite call-ins, all your favorite guests, all your favorite topics that we've been talking about. And I'm going to see if I could go back to 2016 on this and go way back to, way back playback, right? Guys, if you want to support the transmission, you could buy me a coffee. There should be a link in the description. I want to thank 2 or 3 people have sent me a $3 donation. And then I want to thank that one person that sent me a big donation about a week ago. Thank you so much. And if you want glutathione, guys, I'm your glutathione man. Link in the description. And I got my bottles here. I've been taking it forever now. Well, not forever. I'm in my 4th month because I have 3 bottles down there. And I want to start things off very interestingly today on Morning Coffee with Mike, because again, a lot of this stuff is being recycled, and I'm starting to realize why YouTube is taking down videos that I made 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. It's making sense to me why YouTube would be taking down videos from 7, 8 years ago. It's because things are recycling. Headlines are recycling. Stories are recycling. And I'm starting to see this pattern. So now pay attention to this headline here out of Australia. Pay attention. Can't do this anymore. Man explains heartbreaking decision to leave Australia with his family. An Aussie father says his family has made the decision to sell their belongings and travel overseas full-time due to the country's ridiculous cost of living. An Aussie father says his family has made a decision to sell their belongings and travel to overseas full-time, cost of living. So Jimmy Mitchell, who documents his experiences on the road with his wife, and explained on a viral video on Thursday why the family of four decided to give up Australia. So there he is making his blog. He's blogging around. He's talking and discussing his I thought there was a video here, and struggling. So everything has doubled in price, and the lucky days are long. Lucky country days are long gone, and that was during the European expansion, when basically the Europeans went to a lot of these English speaking countries to build them. Right. That's what he. I hope that's what he means in this in his videos. That's the European expansion is pretty much done, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's so important, so you guys could see the Recycletron. I call it the Recycletron 2000 here on our little time machine. So we type in here, just very simply, okay, Australia cost of living. There it is right there, so you can see on our channel. So I'm not making this up. Australian housing dangers. Australia is setting itself up for a financial world of hurt 5 years ago. Australian first-time home buyers disappearing. Inflation destroying middle class. Get out while you can. 4 years ago. Now, the reason why I bring this video up from 4 years ago is because it was before they pulled the trigger on the pandemic. And that's what I need people to understand. That all of this was happening before they pulled the trigger on the pandemic. CCP, immigration destroying Australian housing affordability. 86% of immigrants live in major cities. 5 years ago. 1 in 10 Australian dwellings are empty. CCP, money laundering, is destroying Australian middle class. 4 years ago. Desperate for foreign investing, Australia will pay foreigners $50,000 to buy a home. And we were already getting reports of people fed up Aussie can't escape Sydney 3 years ago. So people were already, look, get out of Sydney, Australia. Housing out of reach. 6 years ago, 10 months. We were already telling people that it was severely, look, my opinion, it's going to get a lot harder for the average wage earner to get into anything. The same thing is happening in all of Canadian major cities with 2 million plus population, blah, blah, blah. So it goes into that. Australians are so broke that couples pool funds to buy a home, wages not in line with incomes 5 years ago. So this is something that's being recycled. And I've been trying to warn you guys about this. Unfortunately, I got videos on here that have 40 views. And no one's ever taken me serious about this all these years. Now we're seeing it here front and center, where people that live are set up in Australia are having a really tough time. Why we are living this 9 to 5 nightmare of trying to earn as much money as we can just to afford to live. Just to afford a basic income, right? One day I came home in tears with my wife from working and said, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep trying to earn this money to have this life just to keep working to afford it. And the price of food. Don't make me type into our Recycletron 2000 there on the YouTube way back playback search. Don't make me look up for you guys what the hell was happening with food 10 years ago and where food was going to go. Because this is an ongoing problem. But I want you guys to see how these stories are recycling. This was always happening. But why they bring it up at a certain time? Right? Why these intervals of 5 to 6, 7 years, 5 to 6, 7 years? Why are these intervals? Why? Now I'm trying to crack that nut. Trying to figure out. Because then maybe we could be better at predicting. Having a better predictive model. Maybe we could have a better predictive model of what the governments are planning next via mainstream media outlets, via social media, via like Rumble heroes and Twitter stars and all these social media heroes that showed up after COVID mysteriously, that are going to come and save the day and actually sensationalize headlines and just post dick things that make no sense. All right, let's go back to the comments. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to be talking about me too much here. I'm not trying to try to overinflate my. But I just want to figure out this whole recycling of. Well, hello and good day to you all. Says Ronald E. Walker is joining us. We got Brian C. joining us. Billy Endhart says, Do you have all you playlist on DVD? Billy, I have it on backup hard drives, and I have some old, like, stuff I have from 2012, 2013, backed up. I'm looking around for stuff, guys, so it doesn't really matter what I said. I mean, the fact is, we were saying it. We were demonized. We were pooped on. We were destroyed for it. But then, it's being recycled. And we're like, whoa, hold on a second. Whoa, hold on a second here. And this has been like playing like a broken record in my mind. And yeah, Mike, it's because there's too much dirty money and the launder it to clean it up. That's the reason he's right. He's been going back and watching some of my older videos now and saying, yeah, Mike was right. It's money laundering, right? And okay, let's go over to Rumble. They wanted some miserable, so we will just kill ourselves. And they've been doing this for decades now. Yeah, and then that ties into the maid thing we've been talking about. We've been worried about maid thing. That's what prompted me to make a video 8 years ago that 1 in 10 Canadians would be euthanized by 2025. And then we fast forward to 2024. We're almost in 2024. We're a month shy out of 2024, and this is not looking good, folks. This is really not looking good. So Luna J. Parker needs to call into Mike in the Night too. We need to start getting more fresh blood out there to call into the show to give us a boots on the ground perspective where things are going. Because it'd be nice to hear voices, just hearing other people and what they have to say. And just checking out the other comments. Oh, we got somebody on D Live. Hello. And Twitch. Thanks for being here if you're on Twitch. I think I got 7 followers on there too. And good morning, Kelly. Boom dia. All right. Well, looks like everything's running tickety-boot today, guys. Giovanni's late. Yeah, don't worry about it, buddy. I'm a little bit early today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit early. My daughter's slightly feeling under the weather, but she'll get better. She's okay. She's okay. She's watching her cartoons now and taking a day off school. And we're getting a little bit of flurries here out my window there. So we're getting our first flurry snowfall here. We usually get it second week of December, but it looks like we're having an early... But it looks like it's not sticking. It's kind of like tricksy snow we're having here today. Okay, guys, what are you having for coffee this morning? Come on, it's morning coffee with Mike. You got to tell your man, Mike, what you're drinking, man. And if you guys don't mind telling us where you're out of, if you're out of Michigan, if you're out of Florida, if you're out of Iran, if you're out of Australia, if you're out of the UK, let us know in the comments where you're at. I'd like to know where people are watching from, you know, demographically, right? Is it coffee time or is it whiskey time where you are? Oh, okay. Let's keep going here. All right, that's some of our headlines there. And again, Distraction City as we go here. Is there anything worth reading here? Just divide. Irish Senator. Dublin anti-stabbing writers need a good, honest, decent beating, says Irish Senator. So, Ireland needs to take itself back, and we've been reporting on Ireland now for almost 8-9 years through the via money laundering that's been happening through Ireland and displacing middle-class Irish families. And they had in Ireland, bidding wars for rentals. And then they had bidding wars for purchases that were driving Irish citizens to Northern Ireland and seeking affordability. And we have videos up on the channel discussing this now over the years, and people sleeping rough in Ireland because they're losing to money laundering and they're losing to foreign investing. So Dublin anti-stabbing rioters need a good, honest, decent beating, says Irish senator. It's like those protesters that were protesting in Germany when that girl, was it Germany or France, where the girl was stabbed to death and people were rioting outside the person's house that stabbed her, and a lot of them ended up going to jail for a day or two for protesting outside the guy that stabbed the girl, because they're not doing anything in Europe about, well, obviously Europe is falling to migration, right? And migrant takeover is something we've been very vocal about here, right? So this guy is a piece of garbage, of course. Let me full screen this piece of garbage here. And this guy obviously is not Irish, and he doesn't know the culture, and he doesn't know, obviously, what a free man, when you're on these pensions and you're on these collecting your golden pension and you stay on, so you don't have to worry about working, and you get this money after you retire and you take care of your family. You really don't care about the people. It's all about the money. You only care about the money and the money, money, money. So riots that followed a mass stabbing of young children in Dublin should be met with a good, honest, decent beating, an Irish senator stormed in frank remarks. So now, a week since the stabbing of 3 children and their teachers that sparked anti-immigration riots in Dublin, Ireland, and the dark muttering of retribution against the rioters. So now they want to come after the rioters now. They don't want to come after the people that stabbed the kids, because that's something that has to happen. And that's how they are going to bring down their society, right? That is not the knife man. With senators speaking of those involved in needing a beating, the remarks came within hours of another Irish politician hitting the headlines over claims he'd said he'd wanted to see if anti-migration rioters beaten to death. So how do we fix these politicians from doing this kind of stuff? Well, what has to happen is a law needs to be put in place. If you're running for office, city council, any level of office, you can't own property. You can't own private property through a corporation, through a shell company. You just can't own private property. Once you put that law into effect, a lot of these people own 3, 4, 5, 6 properties, and a lot of them bought in to the money laundering. A lot of these people sold out to money laundering, especially in Ireland. Ireland was hit hard with money laundering, right? And this has been a very big problem. And that's why I think that people in office, I don't care what level of office, you just can't own. You have to rent. You have to pay rents just like the common citizen does. And if they could pass a law like that, and here we go, Ireland is dying. So something we've been very vocal about. And if we could pass laws like this, Ireland is dying. That's a new one. That's only a year ago. Ireland passes law to make it illegal to read non-mainstream news. So there you go. Here it is. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Northern Ireland housing hot as Southern Irelanders free to the north for affordability. It's all money laundering, folks. Ireland, massive housing crisis, food prices, rentals, energy bills, massive brain drain 4 years ago. Massive exodus of Ireland's youth. Ireland housing takeover, pushing talent out 5 years ago. CPP, so Chinese People's Party, investors forcing Irish middle class into homelessness, Ireland housing depression 5 years ago. CPP are pushing out locals in Ireland, 9,846 homeless people in Ireland, mass exodus. Foreign investors going to Ireland, pricing out locals, leaving homes empty everywhere. So this is the problem Ireland's been facing, and we've been very vocal about covering this. A lot of these people have ownership in multiple properties. They want the money laundering. They want their value of their homes to go up. And they don't give a crap about the people on the ground. They never did. They only care about their golden pensions, and all they care about is, doing what they think, So this is actually really bad what's happening with this migrant takeover, right? When the third world dies, the first world burns, right? We've been talking about that. If other countries would leave these countries alone and stop sanctioning, right? We had to move from Portugal to Canada because Portugal was sanctioned to death. We were sanctioned to death by Americans, Dutch, Germans. Everyone was sanctioning Portugal to death. They were starving us because we had colonies, and we've been there 500 years in these places. And unfortunately, they were not the Africans were forcing us out. The World Banks, the everything, because we refused to join the World Bank. We refused to go off our gold-backed currency. We refused. And they sanctioned us to death. So what do we have to do? We have to leave Portugal. Now I'm in a country where I'm being shown the door, where Portuguese have been deported heavily from Canada back in 07 and 08. You can't find any articles on that. But we're being shown the door. We're not welcome here. Our Catholic, conservative, pro-family ways and our soccer, Thursday nights, Friday night soccers and all that stuff is no longer welcome here in this territory of Canada, right? So I just wanted to bring that up. So these people have a lot of vested interest in real estate. They have a lot of vested interest in bringing in more money laundering. They have a lot of vested interest in their golden pensions. They couldn't care less about the people because this has been going on for years and it could have been fixed. And bringing in migrants isn't going to fix the housing problem. It's actually going to make it worse because migrants come into a country, they realize they have nothing to lose. And what do? They set cars on fire, break into homes, rape, pillage, destroy everything because they know there's nothing in it for them anyway. So what do? Like we've been saying on the channel, when you dominate people with violence and they have nothing to lose, what do? They fight back. We stole that from the movie Fast and Furious 5. The movie back from 2010, no, it's older than that. Fast and Furious 5, where they were discussing how when you're dominating people with violence and they have nothing to lose, what do? They fight back. And that's why the Portuguese came with a different method when they came to colonize Brazil, because they didn't fight the native. They became one with the natives and worked together because the natives would have ripped the Portuguese to shreds, right? They were outnumbered. Anyways, I'm not going to get into this history. I just wanted to bring this up here on what's happening with Ireland. Okay, I want to go back to your comments. Morning coffee. Let's see what everybody else is up to here. By money laundering, you mean illegal funds, drug money, crime? Yes, Earth Sign. Go back to our channel. Just type in Chinese gangs, and you'll see all the fentanyl and the using real estate to park their money and leave homes empty. Patriot Canadian Fox says, thanks for the shout out. Illegals in this Russian-controlled area near Brighton Beach have not felt comfortable in the area. Then the cold is freezing out the rest. What about where you are? So we have some people here in YouTube. Let's head over to Rumble, see who's there. We got Putin in the house. I remember they deported those good Portuguese people from Toronto. Good. So people think I'm making this stuff up. So I went to ChatGPT. I made a video. You could watch the video where Canada deports Portuguese because everyone was, oh, Trump's deporting Mexicans. Trump's deporting Mexicans. What? So what? Canada deported Portuguese. Oh, they never deported Portuguese. We love the Portuguese. Bullshit. They went to the high schools to get us. So I'm not going to play that video right now for you guys, but yeah. But they held all the Portuguese-speaking kids in the high schools at Archbishop Romero Catholic Secondary School. It's really hard to find any of this information because all the articles have been taken down. So, all right, on DLive, nobody commenting on there. And on Twitch, nobody's there. And we got some people. We got Adrian, Kelly, and Myretta in the house. So on Facebook Live, I don't know how much longer. I don't know. My Twitter's back up. Nobody follows me on there, but it's back up, folks. If anybody cares to follow me on Twitter, I really don't put any faith in it because I might be. Earth Sign saying nationalists should be allowed to refuse to sell to foreign. Yeah, we covered this like 10 years ago. If Earth Sign, if you want to get into a little bit of nostalgic part of this channel, I recommend to go back to our channel, search with the magnifying glass, type in trends in the housing market, and go watch shows from 2014, 2015, 2016, how this buildup, the money laundering, the disenfranchising of the middle class, go back and look at those episodes, and you'll see, like, holy crap, everyone, this is what everyone's complaining about today was happening 10 years ago. It's these cycles I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out why we're going into these cycles, right? And what else do we got here? All right, let's keep going. Let's see what RT is breaking down here for us. What's Russia today crying about today? Okay. Obrant suggests putting off Ukraine's EU membership. Israel planning global assassination campaign. The antidote to attempts at canceling Russia. How 2000s pop hit fur hats and Slavic style have captivated Western youngsters. Zelensky asked for weapons, cash on credits. Now he's going to start borrowing money. So what Zelensky... So, just like we told you from day one, when we were actually warning you guys about the buildup of military presence on the Russian border via Ukraine. We've been warning you on Poland and doing military exercises going back to 2015. We were warning you guys about this. Now, Zelensky asks West for weapons cash on credits. So this has been one of the biggest money laundering scams pretty much in the history of mankind. I think this Ukraine war has been one of the biggest money laundering empires, right? Bigger than the Chinese laundering billions of dollars through real estate. I think this is a huge one. And it is impoverishing middle-class Americans. And there's some, people paying 40% of their income towards taxes to fund these BS wars that we told you from the start was a war of attrition. Go watch my video from 2.5, 3 years ago, why I haven't taken sides in this Ukraine-Russia thing, because it's the people in the middle that suffer, and that's that. And really sad, really, really, really sad. And we brought up that paradigm where, what if China was funding Mexico to build military, and there was a military presence on the Mexican border with America, and they were doing labs, they were building labs and test facilities and military movement. What do you think America would do? America would invade Mexico if that was the case, and no one would say nothing about it. But the military buildup along Russia's side, and everyone's saying, oh, you're pro-Russia, Mike. No, I'm not pro-Russia at all. Because Russia invaded Angola, Portuguese Africa. I was supposed to be born in Portuguese Africa. I was supposed to live in a Portuguese native-speaking country. I wasn't supposed to be here in Canada. So Cuba invaded Angola. Go look it up. Unless they don't call it an invasion anymore. So there's a lot of things going on that a lot of people need to wrap their heads around and to figure out. Anyways, I'm talking too much here, going way off topic, but I kind of want to... Let's see if we have anything else. New Chinese disease, panic is upon us. Yeah, whatever. And... oh... So, playing with fire, if Israel ups war on Gaza, U.S. bases in Iraq will vanish. So, again, the chess pieces are just moving around the board, folks. Nobody panic. This is part of the show. Sit back, enjoy the show, because there's only so much we could do at the level we're at. There's only so much we could obtain or understand, right? So, someone's saying, I love Putin. All right. Who else we got here? Let's jump on our D Live here. All right, guys. Let's get to some of your comments here. Let's see what you guys have going on. I've been really selfish on this live stream here. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys for another 20 minutes in the comments. So I'm on every platform just checking, and I'm pretty much dead across all the platforms here. And let's see if anybody's got any comments here for us or for anybody else here that's watching the show. Yeah, saw the news. Trucks are sending expensive cars to Ukraine. It's all money laundering, folks. There's illegal money and immoral there is illegal money and immoral money. And you know, that's a good point you bring up, and I'll tell you why. That's Earth sign. I'll tell you why. Because I've been believing, and I've been, I don't know, since like 2006. My shtick is basically the Antichrist is money. Money is the all what people fight for, die for, steal for, betray for, kill for, right? It's been something I've been so fond of, like bringing up a lot over the years. Very simply, money is the Antichrist. There's nothing more to say about it. Money is the only thing that people have stolen for, killed for, murdered for, cheated for, lied for. Money is everything that, I mean, money is good to, you know, to set up infrastructure, to set yourself up, to create a decent, comfortable lifestyle, raise your family, take care of business. That's great. But seeing past that, right? I don't believe that people should make enough just to get by. No. That's no. Make enough, be happy, make abundance, be good, use it for good choice of, you know, support, help others with their startups and businesses and what they have going on. Just be good with the money, right? There's nothing, having millions and millions of dollars, nothing wrong with it, right? It's just putting the work in to get that, right? Like almost everybody has a chance to be like a Wayne Gretzky or a Michael Jordan or a Tiger Woods. Everyone has that chance if they put the work in. If they bust their hump to get to that level, right? The problem is of the whole population, less than 2% will put that work in to get to that level, right? And I truly wholeheartedly believe that money on the evil side of things is obviously destroying, disenfranchising, murdering, stealing, looting, lying. It's all the people in the lower, poor, middle, lower, and upper middle class that are suffering. And I just believe that money is the Antichrist. All right, what do we got here? Find a moral occupation. Incorrect. It's the love of money, not money. Nick is saying, I avoid association that take politically biased stance. Yeah, that's right. That's, you vote with your thing on things, especially if they're not political in the first place. You mentioned chess. The CFS has business calling for Ukraine support. Money is a tool made by man to serve, but the problem, man serves money too often. Nowadays, the sad truth is society values money more than human life, especially in Canada. Thank you, Sheridan Forbes. Sheridan Forbes has been with the channel for a long time now. Thank you. Money gets to be addictive like drugs. Exactly. Making money is not a problem. Having an overabundance of money, there's nothing wrong with it. It's where it leads to if you're not careful, right? But okay, we got very little chatter on Rumble, and we got nobody on D Live. Just checking it out, guys, folks. Just going across the platforms here. Oh, there we go. Shauna Vision. He's late. Shauna Vision is one of my few guys over on Twitch. Just want to say hey man to him. That's Shauna Vision there. I don't have many followers on. I think Shauna Vision follows me on a couple of platforms, and I really thank him for that, for doing that. Stephen Todd is 3 a.m. in Japan. Hey, buddy. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting bombarded with messages. I only get messages when I'm live streaming. I don't get it keeps going. I could watch all day long. I could be sitting in my store all day long looking at the flies flying around, and I wouldn't get a single person or anything happening. But when I go live, watch out. Everyone wants to talk to me. Is Sassilis 7 chapter 7 verse 12, money is for a protection. Yeah, the problem we're having, and let me see if I could find that here for you folks. All right, let's go. You know what? Hello. Let's jump into a bit of humor here. Where's my soundboard? Let's get a little bit of laughing here, guys. Let's I tuned the soundboard down a little bit here for you guys. Let me know if it's too loud. See if I can. Let's see if there he goes. So let's get into a little bit of humor here, folks. Just a little bit. Let's laugh a little bit here. And okay. Nation in shock after Gavin Newsom murdered on live TV. Americans are still reeling this moment after a shocking murder of California Governor Gavin was captured alive on air. And again, this is the Babylon Bee. This is a humorous side of things. 9 ways to make your company gayer so the human rights campaign won't destroy you. But then you go woke, you go broke, right? So make your company gayer, but then it just ends up going broke. And protesters shouting down children singing Christmas carols briefly wonder if they're the bad guys. That's, let's see if we can get some drum roll, please. So we got Biden airdrops humanitarian resupply of hostages into Gaza. Newsom DeSantis debate to be sponsored by U-Haul. Because U-Haul, remember we talked about this on the channel 10 years ago, Wagons East. Amerifornia is coming, where Amerifornia, I love this. I love the Babylon Bee. Wow. Newsom and DeSantis debate to be sponsored by U-Haul. Wow. And about 10 years ago, we made a video on the channel, Wagons East, Amerifornia is coming, where Americans are leaving California and turning America into Amerifornia. And I remember South Park did a little spoof about this, about the Jersey Shore, how the Jersey Shore people were going to make America into New Jersey. So you have Colorado, Jersey, you had Pennsylvania, Jersey, Texas, Jersey, and I kind of spun that off into Amerifornia, and we did a video about U-Hauls moving east and the amount of U-Haul rentals that were basically leaving California was so expensive because there was a shortage. They had to pay immigrants or migrants to go into other states and grab those trucks and drive them back empty because no one was leaving those other states. Now you have Calizona, Nevada-fornia. You have all these different states now that are now obviously over the years have deteriorated with people bringing their ways of living from a place they left because it was becoming intolerable. And this is something we've been on. And I even did another video about shipping supplies sold out at Home Depot. I went to a Home Depot and I went to a few other places, and I was noticing shipping supplies or shipping packaging supplies were sold out everywhere because people are just basically leaving California in droves, and the multi-layers of government, the multi-layers of everything, and that's what Amerifornia means basically. And that's what's something I've been on for a long time now. Okay, more comments. Hit the like button, folks. for more great contents and moments just like this. It doesn't cost you anything but a click to show your support. Thank you, Tony. Respect from the Republic of Erie, Ireland. Yes, Tony. Tony's been here for a while. Babylon is fabulous. That's right. Babylon Bee is incredibly accurate when it comes to spoofing things. Mike, your short video yesterday on people slowly realizing they've been screwed was interesting. Thank you, Nick. I'm an interesting person, but I don't want to try to be out there more than I should, because there's nothing really different from you watching me here and then meeting me in person. There's no difference at all. You should see the last caller, second last caller on Mike in the Night, a few Mike in the Nights ago from Australia, that flew into Vancouver, rented a car, and came up to spend the day with me in my store in Merritt from Australia. And he listened to that call. It's a good call. Okay, I don't know what it is, but so I just all right. What else is going on here, folks? Yeah, we got 25 people watching on Rumble. Thanks, Rumblers, for coming out. I may do something for my I know this sounds, yeah, California is doomed in the comments. Amerifornia is coming to a city near you. Yep. Here's the problem, folks. I want to do a 5,000 video live stream special for you guys, because I've already passed 5,000 videos on YouTube. I've already had 1,800 videos taken down. So I've already passed 5,000 videos, but I would like to maybe do a 5,000 video live stream special, Mike in the Night, for you guys on all platforms. Will be semi-censored and on it, because we got to be careful so we don't get taken down. And it would be nice to hear from you guys. Maybe get a few call-ins. And Poutine is saying people click the thumbs up to help the channel. Oh, Albertan Antichrist is giving me a round of applause. Thank you. That's in D Live. What else? We got Twitch rocking and rolling here. Here we go. Vision saying some people on Twitch stream themselves working like cooks in a restaurant, mechanics in their garages, and even blacksmith. Not sure it would be something you could do with your store. Well, there's nothing really. I mean, I get the odd interesting character that comes into my store. The other day, I'm in my store, sitting down, and I'm talking to somebody there for a bit. We're talking, and a guy comes in soaking wet, and just kind of confused about what he wants, and soak. And I'm not talking about, oh, he had a little bit of wet hair. No, this guy was drenched in water. Just weird things like that, right? I had a guy a few weeks ago come into my store from my town, basically not to mention I'm from Merritt, and you're not allowed to talk that you are in Merritt, because we don't want other people to think that we think like me. Like the people in Merritt think alike like me, right? So I had somebody come in and kind of be, threatening towards me, telling me that they don't want the rest of the town to think, they don't want people around the world to think the rest of the town of Merritt is like me. Dysfunctional, like retarded, like doesn't understand what's going on politically, doesn't understand what is happening economically, whatever. And so somebody got kind of vulgar with me on that, and I said, well, unfortunately, like I could take out, like if you guys are watching Mike in the Night, I think what he's referring to is this. You see at the bottom here, it says Merritt, BC, Canada. So maybe what he wants me to do is remove that, so people from Merritt, BC aren't basically on the hook like me, or on not the same thought process or something. So the city, the people of the city are not affiliated with what I'm saying, right? So That's a kind of a problem. Anyways, let me see if I could. I don't know why, but the video's coming out really blurry here. Well, no, it's coming out really clear on Rumble, but for some reason, YouTube is so blurry. Rumble's nice and crystal clear. DLive is nice and crystal clear. Let me see Twitch. Twitch is crystal clear. I don't know why it's coming out so blurry on... yeah, just YouTube trying to... Facebook is crystal clear. We got Curly in the house. Stephen Todd is a correspondent for Mike in the Night there in Japan. For Mike in the Night. We got to get him on this. We got to get Stephen Todd this Saturday on Mike in the Night to update us on what the hell's going on. Boots on the ground in Japan. Are people forced to sell their second, third, and third homes to pay for their first home in order to survive in Canada? I don't know about that. I don't know how many people in Canada own a second and third home that are Canadian and Canadian proper and born and raised in Canada. And I'll tell you why. Because in Canada, if you buy a house in Canada, you buy a second house, you actually have to live in it for a year or 2 years in my province. You have to live in it for a year or 2 years before you could rent it out. So Canadian government makes it impossible for you to monopolize off of renting out properties for the Canadian proper. If you're from China, you could come here, buy a property, leave it empty, nobody cares. Because you're bringing in money and you are paying the stamp duties and property taxes and the GSTs or whatever you're paying, right? So, yeah. Who else is here, folks? Come on. Say your name, say your name. Oh, yeah. It is morning coffee with your boy, Mike. And see what you got going down here. And yeah, I'm just going through, see if anybody's out there. Guys, don't forget to share this transmission if you like hanging out and talking. And Morning Coffee with Mike, the earliest episode I could find is from 2016, or I'm driving around in my car making videos. That was something I used to do a lot. Diggs is, you on Twitter? I just got my Twitter account reinstated 2 days ago. I don't have a lot of followers on there too. You can just type in Mike Martins. I should come up on Twitter. I don't know. But I don't want to really bring people there because I don't know if I'm gonna be on there because they've already taken down my channel. I think it was, here's my Twitter here if anyone cares to follow me there. The problem with my Twitter is for some weird reason, I think it was that how Hamas got played video that I put up, because I haven't taken sides on any of this stuff, right? So I just think it was how Hamas got played, because that video was taken down off of Rumble, then it was taken down off of YouTube. No, it stayed on YouTube, and it didn't go anywhere from YouTube. James is asking if home pricing is dropping in my area. It's kind of plateaued. It's kind of plateaued a bit. And I think Canada is waiting to see if more funds are coming in from Taiwan. Because Canada's working a big deals with Taiwan in the last year to bring investment over from Taiwan into Canada. So they could basically come and buy our homes and leave them empty, right? And that's something that they're working towards. So if there's a big war in let's say in China, South China Sea, something happens, then it will force people to take their assets and money and go to Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. And Canada's really hoping and banking for more money laundering, more investments, more foreign money to come in and price out the locals. That's what Canada's wet dream is to price out their own locals, right? Yeah, Junkyard Dog is in the house. We got to get him back on if he's available Saturday for Mike in the Night too, to do an update on what is happening. But no, I don't think home pricing, it's plateaued. So it's kind of like Japanification, where it's just stagnant. Yeah, rents in New York City absolutely crazy, says Fox. Fox, bring up New York in our channel Recycletron 2000 channel time machine, and see what we've been talking about New York. See what we've been saying about New York in on our channel years ago. Escape New York. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Hopefully, Joe Rogan could jump onto actual events that are happening today, and may do more of a prediction model on his show instead of 7 years later comes out and says Justin Trudeau is a tyrant. He's a clown. And we knew that 7-8 years ago. This is old news. You know what I'm saying? We need some serious some of these bigger guys. Like, I've been begging these guys to talk about the euthanasia in Canada. These big, like Russell Brand, all these heroes. I've been trying to get these people's attention on the euthanasia in Canada, and how I believe from, again, I don't know, 7 years ago, 1 in 10 Canadians will be euthanized by 2025. And I don't know how much I could, how I could, Canadian proper. We're not talking about like people like investors, money launderers, criminals. No. 1 in 10 Canadian proper will be euthanized by 2025. And that's a really big concern I'm having. It's something I'm just concerned about. Because a lot of innocent people are being lied to. All right. Yeah, okay, guys, we got 10 more. I'll be here for 10 more minutes with you guys. So I tried to escape to West Palm Beach. After 6 weeks, I had to come back. Then city of Dallas for 3 months. I had to come back to Brooklyn. Ooh. Yeah, Brooklyn is a migrant territory ground. And it's not the Latinos. They're bringing in a lot of people from... And New York, man, has been a very big hotbed for Chinese money laundering, too. They leave entire towers empty, right? They just buy them and leave them all empty and disenfranchised. There's people that I know of that would say, oh, that's great. This is a good business model. This is a great thing. He's doing what he has to do to feed his family. I'm like, yeah, it gets to a point where you infringe on other people's rights and make other people homeless. That becomes a problem. Somebody asked me a few weeks back, what is it my business about what money launderers invest their money in? I'm like, what do you mean, what is it my business? It is my business. When my kids can't afford, will graduate from high school and have to be homeless? Yeah, this is my business. But, yeah, we got to get Fox. Call into Mike in the Night. Here, you guys. I'm sure you guys where you can find me. Guys, Mike in the Night is hosted on multiple platforms, but our main go-to platform for now is Rumble. So this is what the channel looks like. We got our back Mike in the Night's replays here, if you guys want to join and check them out and see what the show format is about. And see our call-ins and see what we got, what we're talking about, and who we're talking about. And there's the show right there. And let me see if we have a caller here. Let's see if we have. There we go. We got a caller from Australia updating us on what's going on. And let's see if we have another caller here. There's a lot of callers. Another caller here. And it's really good. Mike of the Night's really good because we go over very sensitive topics that we get kicked off. So if you guys want to join us on Rumble, it's on Rumble. We're on D Live. We're on Twitch. We can't be on Facebook. We can't be on Facebook though, and we can't be. We're on X until we get kicked off again. And look at the Rumble heroes, man. The Rumble heroes are on fire, man. Because when you have a platform, the Rumble Heroes right here on the side, when you have a platform that supports you or a platform that wants to promote you, they're giving you the keys. They're actually, here you go. You got this. You got an income. You've put in your, here you go. Some people are less than 2 years on social media sensationalizing headlines, and they're doing really well. Like huge well. And I still can't pay my internet bill. I'm still trying to make enough to pay the internet bill over all these years. But blurred camera. And it's not you guys. It's not you guys, oh, we need to donate more. No, you don't need to donate nothing. You want to buy me a coffee, go ahead. But you don't need to donate nothing, because it's the platforms that need to see the value in the presentations. It's the platforms that need to step up and say, okay, this guy's done his time. This guy's actually been on the ball. This guy's been over the target. This guy. It's the platforms that need to see that. Not you guys sending me money, right? Like YouTube unlocked for 2 videos or 3 videos of mine, and I ended up getting 20, 30,000 subscribers in a matter of days. When they unlock my channel by accident, when the internet goes down in Canada. So, anyways, come on, unblur. So, people love moving to Alberta. Yeah, for sure, man. That's Rumble, the Rumble comment there, and then we got people kicked off of X. Yeah, we were, because it has to be that video I made, how Hamas, and the video was taken down on other platforms too. How Hamas got played for some reason doesn't work. Like, it goes up, it's on YouTube, it's playing on YouTube, but I'm shadow banned on YouTube. So 4 people see the video, right? My Facebook page has 120,000 followers on the one page, the other one has 92,000. I'm lucky if 7 people see anything, right? So there has to be a reason why no platform has jumped on, like, has said, look, or even if the platforms were like, okay, let's make this fair for everybody. Let everyone have a fair chance. Let everyone be allowed to grow. Not equally like communism, but let everyone grow organically on their on what they produce, what they've been talking about, what they've been predicting with their models, their call-ins. Yeah. That would have been nice, but that was never. Twitter, you got freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of reach. Rumble, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of reach, right? Well, YouTube's the same thing. You don't have freedom of speech, and you don't have freedom of reach on YouTube. So it's one platform after another with the same BS. I hate drug dealers. I never touched even pot, says Fox. Yeah, here, let me see if I could find that. I don't know what the hell's going on with these platforms and what I'm saying or doing for them to just constantly, like, I don't know if they're testing my channel with something, or like, we need this guy here. We need this guy. We need this guy. Why do we need him for? Well, we need him because we could test his channel on certain things, right? So, again, guys, we are approaching our 5,000th video. We're at 4,900 videos. We are approaching our 5,000th video. We've already had 1,800, maybe 1,600 videos removed. But we are approaching 5,000 videos. I might do a 5,000 videos special, Mike in the Night. And on what we were... So what we've been talking about all these years, I don't know, just, but, and yeah, here I wanted to show you this to you guys. Give me a second here. Let me just go real quick here to community, and I put up a few memes. Yeah, let's go up. I put up a few memes here. They wouldn't find God so offensive if they didn't think he was real. That's a meme I put up here for you guys. And then when you clutter your mind with negative history, you can't fulfill your destiny. And here it is. There's Twitter here. I took a screenshot from my phone. And the channel came back for some weird reason. There it is. For you guys to see. I'm not making this up. And it just reappeared. And then somebody emailed me to tell me that I seem to be back online or something. So, anyways, I don't know what it is, folks. It's fine. Whatever. Once they shut me down everywhere, I don't know. The real Mike Martin's website, I have it forwarded. I kind of screwed that up. I don't know what I'm doing. So I forwarded the real Mike Martin's over to the Rumble channel for now. And then if I have to re-forward it somewhere else, I'll figure it out as I go. And I took down, the website is on hiatus right now. because I just don't know how to manage it. I don't know. I don't know how to make. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a technician. I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't want to put too much time into that, and then something happens and I can't fix the problem, right? So I'm just gonna kind of like forward it to Rumble for now, because now the playlists are up on Rumble. So I'll be working towards fixing the playlists for you guys, if you care to watch some of our previous content that we've been talking about. You're saying the truth. That's their problem. Yeah. Yeah, taking a video to a garage in my area is very dangerous. They will do more work than what is needed so they can make revenue and screw you over. Yeah, that's been garage scams have been happening for years. And we got 13 people on Rumble watching. And D Live is going. We're going everywhere, folks. So if you guys don't mind subscribing on the platforms, if you're on them already, I am not asking you to start an account. If you're already on these platforms, here, I'll give you my Rumble here. If you guys on YouTube want to find me on there for Mike in the Night. So this way, like depending on where we're at or where we're going and where we're allowed to be, here you go. There's my Rumble on YouTube, and then I'll put it on my D Live too, just in case I get booted off D Live. And then this way we could go, and then I give you guys, and if you guys, I don't have many followers on, I'm gonna give you guys my Twitch too. Let me give you guys my Twitch, because I don't have any followers on there. So if you do have a Twitch account, I don't care. Don't start a Twitch account for me. There's my Twitch if you guys care for that, and you have a Twitch account. And I'm going to go on Rumble and put my Twitch account. So if you guys want to jump over to that in case that gets taken out. And I'm going to go on D Live and put my Twitch account. So if you guys want to do that like that. So this way, I'll go on Facebook and put my Twitch account. There it is. And Stephen Todd said, no problem, Mike. We'll do a little research. So there's my Twitch. So we're kind of spilled all over the place. And we'll take the conversation where we'll take our conversation elsewhere, right? If we have to, right? And I don't know what's happening with these C-18 laws. I don't know what's happening with anything with Bill C-11 and the censorship here in Canada. Because I'm not too worried about it. Because if they come to my door and take me away, then we know it's game over for Canada, right? It's pretty much, it's game over already. But I mean, once they come to my house and say, we don't like what you're saying about our great leader, Justin Trudeau, then we're going to have to take you away. Right? Anyways. Any more comments here? No, no more comments. Yeah. The decrim, Fox, Earthsign, I appreciate your view. The problem is that the illegal drug use brings crime, and now it's legal. You have high people all over the streets making it dangerous. Yes, that's correct, Fox. We have the Decrim Act here in the province of British Columbia, where they just legalized or made drugs legal. And this Decrim Act is bringing more and more people from other provinces into British Columbia and destroying our province, basically, is what's happening, because they're allowed to be high where they want to be high and just using drugs in restaurants and going to bathrooms. And apparently at the school, somebody was getting high. Some transient person was in the school, in the foyer, apparently, in one of the schools, getting high. And the kids are all there, what's going on? And yeah, it's getting really bad, folks. I don't know what the hell's going on. But we'll talk it through together, man. I love you guys, man. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are really good. And I just wish the best for everybody. Remember, guys, there's no problems making a lot of money. There's no problems living in abundance. You know, it's what you do with it, right? Anyways. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go open my store. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really, really look forward to reading your comments and discussions and stuff and what you guys got going on. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night, because today's Friday. Tomorrow night on Mike in the Night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And you could call in and give us your 2 cents, right? And the week after, guys, just an announcement. The week after will be your predictions, 2014 prediction show. Minimum 2 minutes on the air. At least be online with me for 2 minutes to 8 minutes. So if you 8-minute cap, come on, do your 2014 predictions. And we've been doing our prediction show now since 2017 now, if you want to join us. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys, your time, and Silent Walk is saying overdose rates have increased 300%. Do the drug dealers or street workers pay taxes? They don't, but what happens is if the money hits an account, that's why they want to abolish cash, right? So once the money hits an account, the bank then will in turn inform the government that there's income being made, and then they'll tax you on that. If the account doesn't hit, if the money does not hit an account, then obviously it's free money and it's roaming around through money velocity, cash. So, yeah, it's got to hit an account, right? Thanks, Silent Walk. Thanks, Fox. Thanks, Earth Sign. Thanks, North South. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate you guys taking the time being here. Anyways, I'm off. See you guys tomorrow, Mike in the Night. Lots of love, big hugs, and we'll talk soon. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.